Hey, what's going on guys? It's Jonathan, and today we're going to be taking a look at a phone case for the Galaxy S6 from a company that goes by the name of Ulak, and the case is called the Lumenair. And you can see right here they do come in various colors, and they also have different styles. Just hit up the Amazon link in the description below, or you can check them out at their social media pages, which you can find them below as well. And they only retail for 11 bucks. You can get it on Amazon, and it does come with that free 2-day Prime shipping. So taking a look at exactly what you get inside the box, you can see it's actually the bare minimal. All you really get is the case itself, and it consists of a hard plastic and then a silicone inner layer, which I will show you in greater detail later on in the video. Some of the cases come with a very thin piece of plastic to protect the rear part of the case. Others come with a very thick and very noticeable piece of plastic, so just make sure you take a look at the rear panel and make sure that you remove the protective coating. Taking a look here, you can see the wide assortment of colors they sent me. You can see they come in gold, silver, black, white, and then another white model. But then the silicone layer on the inner portion also differs. You can see the gold has like a light brown or a light goldish color. The silver has almost like a mint green. The black has a gray. One of the whites has a lighter shade of teal, and then the other white is pink. So to put the case on your phone, you're going to want to start with the inner silicone layer. So go ahead and pop it out of the hard shell and then put it around your phone and make sure you fit it good, and take your time to line up the button placement with the button placement on the silicone layer, as well as the ports and openings on the bottom. Make sure you take extra time for that because you really don't want anything blocking that microphone because it will interfere with call quality. To install the rest of the case, I started on the volume button side. So I took the phone with the silicone layer and slid it in with the volume button side first, and then went corner to corner and edge to edge, applying pressure to make sure that hard external shell wraps around that silicone layer. Every once in a while you're going to come across a corner that just kind of pushes up and doesn't go in like it should. Just apply a little bit of pressure and finagle it in, and it should slide right in. So let's go ahead and begin a quick tour around the case, starting with the bottom. You can see you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, which is a very tight fit, and it's not going to work with most of your aftermarket headphones, but it will work with the ones that came inside the box. Next to that, you have a micro USB port, your microphone, and speaker grill. On the right hand side of the case, you have your built-in power button, which is labeled PWR and is very tactile, and I'll cover that more in detail with the in-the-hand feel of the case. To the bottom of that, you have the Ulak branding, and then moving up to the top of the case, you can see you have an opening for another microphone and then your IR blaster. You can also see that I chose to go with the silver style case only because I think it matches the white Galaxy S6 really good. And moving over to the left-hand side of the case, you're going to find your volume buttons, which are labeled plus and minus, and again are very tactile. So before we flip the case over and look at the back side, staying on the front, you can see here you do have a little lip giving you some decent lay on the table protection, but depending on the thickness of the screen protector that you'll be using depends on how much of that lip will remain. So taking a look at the back side of the case, you can see you have a cutout for your camera. However, you don't see a cutout for your flash or heart rate monitor, and I'll show you why in just a minute. And you can also see the back is transparent, showcasing that beautiful design Samsung chose to implement on the Galaxy S6. So if you look to the right of the camera cutout, you're going to find a little door that slides to the right and then slides back to the left. And when you slide it to the right, it's actually going to expose your heart rate monitor and your flash. And I'm going to show you the purpose of this later on in the video. If you take a look here, you can see the camera is actually quite recessed, giving you some great protection for your camera lens. Well, with that being said, the heart rate monitor is also recessed. However, it doesn't interfere with the functionality at all. You just got to apply a little bit more pressure, but you can see here it still read my pulse just fine, and this is the first time go around, and this is my O2 sat reader, and it worked just fine as well. Again, you might have to apply a little bit more pressure. And the same thing can be said with the stress test, but I really don't know the results and how accurate they are because it's saying that I'm high strung when really I'm not. So Ulak recommends that you download the app that you see on the screen here called Flash Alert on Call to get the most out of your case. So go ahead and download it. I'm going to warn you, you're going to see a lot of pop-ups after you launch the app, and they're pretty inappropriate. That's why you're going to see a lot of skipping in the next few clips. So once you launch the app and you tap on notifications on the bottom, it's going to take you into the accessibility options. Go ahead and go down to the bottom and make sure Flash Alert on Call is turned on. But if you don't want to go through any of this or download the app, you can actually go into hearing and then just turn on flash notifications. Now what you will need the app for is to change the flash duration or the flash interval of your incoming calls or text messages, and you can do this by going into the settings portion of Flash Alerts on Call. Now a quick disclaimer though, I couldn't get Hangouts or emails or other notifications to alert, so I have no idea if it's a glitch in the app or if it just isn't possible at this time. So you can see here I'm receiving a few text messages, and the entire trim of the case itself kind of just lights up like it was the flash on the back of the phone. Now I know the S6 does have a built-in notification LED, however this is definitely much more noticeable than that little tiny light on the front. So other than a notification amplifier, the case itself is actually pretty nice. It's a bit boxy, it's not as rounded as the Galaxy S6 is without a case, so you can expect some sharper corners. However, the in-the-hand feel is really not that bad, and it's definitely not as slippery as some of the other clear plastic design cases out there. Buttons are extremely tactile, and they give you a firm and nice comforting click when you press them. One of the key features of the Galaxy S6 is wireless charging, and with this case on, it still works just fine without any issues, so no worries there. Generally, clear style screen protectors tend to discolor over a period of time or just showcase scratches like crazy, but I haven't had that issue with the use of this case. Ulak also makes screen protectors like the one that you see here, which is the high transparency, and it retails for $6.99. If you don't want this though, they also offer a privacy screen protector for $7.99. They are your standard PET type film screen protectors, so they're not going to be tempered glass. Even though it does say tempered glass on the back, it is not. It is PET film, and you get 3 in a pack, and they're very thin, but they're going to do a great job at protecting your phone from your basic scratches. So if you guys are interested in this case, hit up the description of this video. You can find the Amazon link and it'll take you over to purchase one for yourself. And if you're interested in the company, you can find some contact information such as their Facebook, Pinterest, etc. in the description below as well. And if you want to purchase directly from their website, if you use the code JCTechS6, you will get 10% off your purchase. You can find that code in the description of this video. I will be giving 4 of these cases away on Twitter, so make sure you follow me over there. And other than that, guys, take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.